release this on Christmas, but that's when the producer and I were actually recording this, and I didn't want it to be rushed. I wanted to give you a good, high-quality Minecraft creative build. So that's what we're going to do today. I hope you brought your munchies. It's a bit of a longer video, kind of like the typical length that I like to try and give you. But I'm going to be rambling about Christmas and, just hopefully, if you needed a friend or anything, I'm here for you. I know I wasn't here for you on Christmas Day, but I do apologize for that. I'm here for you now, as always, so don't worry. You are not forgotten. I was thinking of you the entire Christmas time. And so was the producer. We were very excited to film this, so before we jump too much into what we're doing, let's pack up, roll up, heat up that rig. And if you're popping an edible, I hope that it goes well for you. And if this is your blinker checkpoint, well, you got this, man, you got this. I'm not going to be joining you on a blinker. However, I will absolutely join you on a hit today. I've got the new piece that I talked about in my Fortnite video. That one was posted yesterday. I believe today is Saturday. My days are pretty jumbled at the moment, and I'll tell you why. Cheers. Oh man, and the Minecraft gods are gonna bless us. I'm trying to put the piece down as softly as possible. And for now, I hope that you enjoy the Minecraft gods. Sit back, close your eyes, and relax. You're safe here. You're safe. You're safe. Everything is gonna be okay. You know what's not going to be okay? If that was all the Minecraft gods gave us. What the heck? What the heck? Let me make sure I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Oh, I'm sorry if you heard the static of my phone there. I put it away. You will not hear that again. Apologies for that. So, how was your Christmas? Did you celebrate Christmas? Oh, I just took a post-it note off of my foot. It somehow landed on the floor there. But yeah, how was your Christmas? Did you celebrate it? Or did you at least have a good and relaxing Thursday? I hope that you did. I would say that my Christmas was both eventful and uneventful. The producer and I got to spend the entire day together, which was, as always, fabulous. And we just kind of chilled, relaxed, took the day to enjoy ourselves and celebrate our, I believe it is our sixth Christmas physically together and our 7th Christmas as a couple. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that just incredible? And right now it's actually 10:40 a.m. on December 27th. issue over the holidays. I hope yours was relaxing and very happy. All I know is I'm excited to get today over with and then get back to everyday normal life tomorrow. All of the holidays are about over, which at the same time is actually very sad, because I really do enjoy the Christmas decorations everywhere. It just feels more lively throughout the town, and sometimes people just feel a little more lively. I don't know, I feel like a lot of people get into the holiday spirit, and it's always mainly for Christmas, which I find very interesting. But it also makes, a lot of sense. Santa's coming around, we're all getting Christmas gifts, and it doesn't need to be physical, it can absolutely be emotional, and you are loved. You are loved, and if no one told you that this holiday season, or told you that today, I'm here to remind you that you are very special, and I care about you a lot. That's why I just don't see a time in my life where I just leave you and this channel. It's not in me to do that. I care about you a lot. And I do feel bad at times that I left my first channel. But I really, really tried not to leave YouTube in general, because I care about everybody, and I made these relationships on my first channel, and I wanted to continue that, or even make a new relationships with everybody on this second channel, especially because a lot of us have so much in common. Maybe not specifically on the games I've been playing, but we all enjoy video games. We all enjoy ASMR. And we just like vibing with each other. I don't know, we like to have a sesh. We like Minecraft. We like video games in general. Should I say that this has been a very humbling journey in the most greatest possible way ever. I know that the word humble, or like someone's been humbled, can sometimes mean it, and oh my gosh, I cannot get my words out. I know sometimes that phrase can be used in a negative manner, which is appropriate at times, but right now I'm humbled in a very, very great way, a very grateful way. I really enjoy being around you and being around my little YouTube community, even when it's not on my channel. I really just love the way that the ASMR community can come together, and I would say that like 95% of the time, maybe 98% of the time, the ASMR community is very, very nice, very open to people, and I've always admired that. So just know, you are loved. Even if we have never met before, even if we've never spoken before, you're loved, and I do care about you. These videos are made just for you. I want you to be able to relax and just slip away from reality. That's why I like creating these as well. I mean, not only to help you relax and escape reality, but it helps me at the same time. I get to escape for a little bit. I get to hang out with cool people and just share my life stories with you. just like to blurt out whatever's in my head as these videos go on and on. So I really appreciate you not judging me too harshly. It is absolutely okay to judge me. You know, we are two different people. We're not the same. We're going to have differences. But thank you for still showing me support, even if you don't agree with my opinions. I really appreciate you. So thank you. The holidays are a really good time to kind of reevaluate your life and the people that are in it, whether that be good or bad. Whether that be good or bad. It really, maybe this is where I'm talking about, it can be humbling just to know, you know, where your life is at, where you are with people. And if it is a bad thing, then at least you know now rather than years down the road. You can always work on yourself. You can only ever work on yourself. You can't fix other people. I know we've talked about that. I used to be a fixer. But I've learned to get away from that habit because it's not a good habit. Focus on yourself first. It's not selfish to take time for yourself. It's actually very much needed. You've got to take care of yourself. And there are people around you that do want to help you. But if they don't know you're struggling, how can anyone help? How can anyone help if they don't know what's going on? It takes practice to be able to express your feelings, so don't feel like you're odd for not being able to right now. It takes time, it takes practice. You can always start off slow and write a journal about how you feel. No one else has to know about it. No one else has to read it. Put it in your phone, on your notes app. Put it in a notebook next to your bed. Put it in a notebook in your locker. Keep it somewhere safe. Somewhere you feel comfortable. Somewhere that no one else can find it. These are your thoughts. These are your feelings. And it's okay to feel. It is absolutely okay to feel. Now let's move on to a Minecraft conversation really quick. I just needed you to know that I am here for you always. I'm not going anywhere. I truly don't see myself ever leaving YouTube, especially the gaming world. So thank you for supporting me. Thank you for showing me love. I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. If only you knew. If only you knew the amount. I wish I could express it, but I can't. But anyways, what I can do is tell you what the heck are we building? What are we building? Since it was Christmas, I wanted to build something with the producer that would be nice and cozy. Almost like a log cabin. was my stomach. I'm gonna drink a sip of water though if you want to hydrate with me. It's gonna be the sound of cracking open a water bottle. It's over now. Alright, that was low-key a very abrupt ending, and that was totally 100% on my fault during the editing. My bad for that. So, what I wanted to do with the producer is build a cozy kind of log cabin thing. I know right now with the stone bricks, it's not looking so much like a cabin, but we're gonna fix that. I really like using stone bricks for my build. Oh, well, I should say for all of my builds. But in this case, halfway through our build, I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I asked the producer what she was thinking about the bricks, and she goes, I like the logs that you're using, but I don't know if the bricks are giving log cabin vibes, and I 100% agree with her. So we end up fixing the house, and this is kind of part of the reason that there are so many cuts throughout the video. I wanted to remove all of the fluff, like of me. As you can see right here on the left, all of the walls have been redone. They are no longer stone bricks except for maybe 2 walls. The rest is now dark oak wood planks. Dark oak wood planks, and I feel like this gave a little more of a warm cabin feel. I need to work on my cabin abilities, on my cabin building abilities, because this was not it. The bricks were not producer went inside and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is really small." And to be fair, excuse me. And to be fair, she did want something small because I don't know why, but I typically like to build larger builds, and I don't know why, because then it takes a little longer to actually get right. And so I was trying to keep it small, but then there wasn't really any room for a bedroom. So then she asked if I could do an extension to the house for a bedroom. She said anywhere is good, so then I ended up picking this flat wall because I wanted to add a little more depth to the build. So I chose the flattest wall on the building, and I was like, let's do it here. Let's make the bedroom right here. And so I start giving it a bit more texture to the roof instead of keeping it flat over here. Because as much as I like the easiness of a flat roof, sorry about that, that's Stromboli in the background. As much as I enjoy the flatness of that, flat top roof in front of us, I wanted to add a little more character to the build. But as you can see, I'm still going hard with these stone bricks. Now, to be fair, using the stone bricks actually really helped me figure out what kind of design I wanted on the house. So I did, oh my gosh, these throat nuts. So I did really enjoy using the bricks for the whole build, but it was a little tedious. To go back and remove everything, so that's why, again, there are some cuts in here because there's just some stuff we ended up redoing that was really tedious, and other times there was stuff that I was doing in general. I wasn't redoing anything, but I just didn't want you to watch it felt boring. I wanted you to see the good stuff. The good stuff, the good stuff, the good stuff. Also, I do apologize to the Insomniac fans. This was going to be an Insomniac only video, but I really wanted the message of the beginning of this video to reach everybody on the channel. I feel like everyone deserves to hear that, and so don't worry, you're still getting your weekly video. You're still getting your weekly Insomniac video. I have not forgotten about you. But I'm really happy that I get to share this with everybody. I feel like you deserve to know that you're loved and cared for, especially on this side of the channel. Or not this side of the channel, but especially from this channel, from me, Baked Gaming, aka Baked. And I really do appreciate having you in my life, and honestly, you have made the last almost 2 years so wonderful. I can't believe we're almost to 2 years. I swear it's almost 2 years, unless... No, I swear we just hit our 1 the beginning of last year. Christmas, and actually we got 2 new pieces. I surprised the producer with a gravity bong, which we have not tried yet, but I think, excuse me, but I think that we're going to try it either today or tomorrow. Tomorrow's when most of you are going to see this video, so we may have already tried it, but the piece that I used at the beginning of this video is one of our new glass pieces from Christmas. I guess you could say Santa bought it, actually. Santa, Santa, Santa. I'm very excited for the gravity piece because I've only ever had the pleasure of using one when it was homemade. Not sure if you've ever tried a homemade gravity piece, but basically most people use a 2-liter bottle, which I'll be honest is pretty nice. If you haven't tried it and you've got a 2-liter with you, I'm telling you, man, I think you should. Just at least for that one-time experience. The one-time experience is all you need. Same for a gas mask. I own one of those, but let me tell you, I do not use it often. It's more like a social piece for me. So like if people are coming over, I'm like, hey, have you ever tried a mask before? They're always terrified. They always say no. And most of the time, we never whip it out, but it's a nice conversation starter. It's a wonderful conversation starter. What else did we get for Christmas? Let me think. We ended up getting new cutting boards from my family, as well as a new cheese shredder. And you might be thinking to yourself, what kind of Christmas gifts? And let me tell you, we were so excited for them. These are the kinds of gifts that we look forward to now every year. Of course, for me, I do want some, like, tech gifts, but I tend to buy that myself because nobody else knows that I have a YouTube channel in my life other than the producer and the friends that I play Fortnite with. So most of the time, I'm buying my own electronics because I know, what I'm specifically looking for. And so another Christmas gift I ended up buying myself, actually, was a TV. My Fortnite buddies, they work at a place that kind of is similar to GameStop, but cheaper. And they shot me a text message and they were like, hey, here are the specs to this TV we just got. It's going to be 20% off. And it was an upgrade from what we have in the living room. And so I said, oh heck yeah, I sent the money immediately. And I got it, when was it? Last weekend when when Lauren and her wife came over, when 2 of the boys came over, they delivered it. And it's in front of me right now in my recording studio. So I'm trying to figure out a way to be able to record PS5 games as well as my voice. I don't know if I'm gonna need like an HDMI done that. And, I can't tell if I'm recording completely correctly right now. I don't know why, but I think we're good. And so I opened the bag on Christmas, and I don't look in, I just put my hand in, and there are 3 items. The first item being a deck of cards, and they were Venom cards. I don't really care for Venom, so we're actually going to be gifting those to the producer's brother today. He is a big card collector. I think he just really enjoys all of the different styles that can be put on cards. He has a full collection of them. Ever since I met the producer 6 years ago, I knew he was a big, card collector. Nothing too specific. He just likes collecting the decks that look cool, which respect. He's also going to be getting a SpongeBob deck today, so he's getting 2 of those. The producer's sister is going to be getting a skeleton ashtray, which actually looks pretty sick. I kind of wish we had one, but you can buy it at Spencer's, I believe is where we got it. If that's something that interests you, go check it out. Another thing that I got from my family, which I actually get every year, is a bunch of car air fresheners, and it's always the black ice. The black ice scent. I've got at least 8 of them for the year. I don't typically rotate them immediately after they're done. I don't know, it's very random throughout the year that I'll just go ahead and pop one of those bad boys on. Oh, my game kind of glitched there. Now that the exterior is done being built, though, let's go ahead and design the interior, give it a few webs, because this is a pretty tall ceiling, so it's not like we can always reach up there, so I wanted to make it look a little realistic. I'm gonna take another sip of water, though. I will say, though, yesterday, the day after Thanksgiving, we ended up going to a couple thrift stores and then to an antique mall, I guess you could call it. And I'm very excited for the finds, for the antique finds. I found a bunch of new, posters or pictures to add to my studio. And so it's making me very, very excited for whenever I get a webcam so that I can add my face to some of these Minecraft videos. I think you're gonna like the new setup. I'm just waiting for it to be not perfect, but I'm waiting to be a little more settled in, and I am also actually waiting for the holidays to be over so that I can remove some of the stuff that's in here and replace it with furniture from my basement where the studio used to be. So yeah, really, I want to put this into action next year, which is basically this coming week. So I'm prepping this room, I'm getting it ready. It's going to be very exciting when I'm able to put a camera to some of these Minecraft videos. I'm very excited, very, very excited. Man, big things are going to be coming in 2026 if I do say so myself. And I'm so excited to go into the next year with you again. Man, I just can't even imagine when we hit 5 years of baked gaming. 5 years is going to be a blast. It's going to be a celebration. I'm already going to call it now. a snowy biome. We absolutely need to make a snowman. I wish that we could make cool forts that weren't so blocky, because I think it'd be so fun to do a snowball fight in Minecraft. I still think it's really cool that if you have a VR headset, I'm pretty positive that you're able to connect it to Minecraft. I don't know if you can connect it to Java Edition, but the producer and I think it would be so cool to be able to walk around in our world with the VR and feel like we're actually in the world. Last year, or maybe it was actually 2 years ago now, we did buy a VR headset, but because I wear glasses, it wasn't the best. It wasn't comfortable. I could barely see without my glasses in there, and then I was getting very nauseous, so we ended up only keeping it for about two weeks, and then I ended up switching it out, exchanging it for a Nintendo Switch, and we got way more use out of that, but to this day we don't really play it. And I think that I should, now that I have a TV in here, maybe I could figure out a way maybe I could figure out a way to record the Switch games, because I think that would be really fun to play Mario Party with you, or Mario Kart. I'm pretty sure that I have Mario Kart. I 100% have Mario Party, but yeah, we'll figure that out. We're playing Minecraft today, though. Minecraft in this snowman is going a lot better than I expected. Especially because I've never made a snowman statue this massive. I've only ever made the ones that move around in Minecraft. They're already like a default snowman in here. Oh, snaps. It's the Minecraft music. Christmas. It was the day after Christmas. We enjoyed a blueberry, or maybe it was a blue raspberry king palm. And if you've never tried one of those, I highly recommend it if you're someone who likes blunts. But if you're also someone who does not enjoy the nicotine rush, try a king palm with the terpenes, or terps. Maybe it's just terps. I don't really remember. I don't have the... I thought it was next to me. I don't have the packaging anymore for it, but it's a leaf wrap and pretty much a... What are those called? Oh, it's pretty much a leaf cone. A leaf cone. So all you do is pack it. No nicotine involved. You don't need to cut it since it's got no nicotine. Or not nicotine, no tobacco. And then you just pack it with whatever and however much you want. It comes with a packer too, so you don't even have to worry about that. And yeah, I would say it's pretty much a blunt without the nicotine. It's very nice. And then you just kind of press the mouthpiece area where the filter is. You push it, and then you'll hear it kind of pop, and that's when the blueberry flavor or blue raspberry flavor gets activated. I didn't really taste, blueberry much. Honestly, I tasted more out of a Swisher, but it's very nice if you want to feel like you're smoking a blunt without that nicotine rush. I highly recommend it, especially if you don't even know how to roll, like a blunt or roll a leaf. I suggest it. Try it. I suggested it to one of my Fortnite buddies because she actually really enjoys blunts over joints, and I think that's unbelievable, but I get it. And so I had recommended it to her last night, and then Lauren had backed me up and said she did actually really enjoy it. And she was like, I'm picky as hell too, so you should definitely try it. So I hope that she enjoys it. It was very tasty, but personally, I am gonna stick to just rolling my J's because I think I really preferred the just flavor of bud from a J over that king palm. I don't know, it was like a weird kind of taste. So I really just enjoy the taste of the bud itself after we switched back and ended up using a J. But I still recommend it if you're someone who wants to switch over to no nicotine. You should absolutely give it a shot. 2 wraps come in one, like typical companies do it. And I think it was just a little over $2, so not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna take another sip of water though. I'm low-key getting the coffee shakes right now, so I'm excited that after this video I think we're gonna go and pick up some pizza before the in-laws get here. So maybe I can immediately eat when they're here. That way I can calm down my caffeine shakes, my goodness. Oh my gosh, another Christmas miracle is that we ended up seeing an old barista at our usual coffee shop that she had told us she was quitting like 2 months ago. And we had never seen her since. We haven't seen her since until we drove by yesterday for coffee. And she was there. This is the same girl, I'm pretty sure I talked about it, that ended up coming over to our house and doing the producer's nails. They actually came out very nice. I was very impressed, and so the producer only trusts her with her nails. It's the producer's own personal likes to keep her nails looking pretty. I like to keep mine very, very short because I don't want to have to worry about the dirt under the nails, because that really bothers me when I end up looking at my nails and then I'm like, oh snaps, there's dirt under there. Like, oh my god, just get it out, get it out. So then I have to focus on getting it out, but I'd rather keep them short, especially when I'm, just doing a lot with my hands outdoors. Indoors, I don't want to have to fear them breaking. Oh, tragic. Tragic. I know when the producer breaks her nails, it's one of the worst times because I feel so bad. Like, I don't understand the pain anymore because I don't have nails anymore, and she grows hers out. So I'm just like, oh gosh, I can't even imagine. And so we've been trying to, I'll do absolutely anything whenever she gets her nails done so that she doesn't have to ruin them. Oh, man, yeah. Okay, back to, earlier when I said I hope that I'm recording properly. It's like, now that I'm looking down, it's saying that I am, but earlier, as I was talking, my voice was not showing up. So I might have to go back and make sure that it did. That would be so sad if halfway through the video it just stopped. Oh goodness. That's the producer in the background, by the way, if you hear her. She's getting ready. Getting ready for this eventful day. Eventful day, eventful day. Oh, I hope that you have not forgotten to open your Fortnite presents if you play Fortnite. We've only got about 5 days left